at all. Jastrow is way off. Jastrow was a goy or was a Jew or rabbi, wasn't
No.
What?
But the rabbi in upstate New York that David went to and Yosef went to up there.
Yes, by Davis.
This book.
Which book?
Yeah.
The Rebbe said it. I heard from my father.
Yes.
Yeshiva used it for 20 years.
Yeah.
Everyone had one in their school.
That's not our shot. That's not our shot.
No.
Everyone having the tape was 50. And there was a tiny was 50 of them.
Yes.
Every tape
When I
was
was here, there was lots of
I
them.
remember it was 50 of them.
Very well fun.
Everyone had one.
So but you don't have to rely on it, you could say you don't throw it out, you don't.
Right, you don't rely.
Or the Reb Simmons said not to rely on it.
Right, but talk about those days that people don't have the ability.
But his shot is not what we're saying.
Right.
The Reb Simmons said you don't rely.
I found in the book. The only time I
even know when it's not a book that it's the only book that explains
Dictionary.
explain decent. No one
Dictionary.
had explained that.
Yeah,
sources.
dictionary.
Any source, no
Yeah,
one
the
had.
bars. A lot of times they're working in the bar. You think that the bar, that sentence, that line.
Right.
So I'm continuing on the Moshe Feinstein. In the left column, right before the next paragraph, in the left column, there's two paragraphs. So before the second paragraph, you go 2 years, but we go before that 2, 4, 6, 8 lines before. Again, there's a right column in Reish Nun Chet and a left column. And the left column, the first word lochem mistaber, but you go up the paragraph before 8 lines before. Vegam mashma. The lemizbeach posel. But in the left column, 1 second, Reish Nun Chet. No, he doesn't have the. Okay, maybe. You made it big. Lochem mistaber, go 8 line above that. And which? Good.
Yes.
8 lines up. Vegam mashma. Vegam mashma. You have it, Rabbi Gabriel. Vegam mashma, the mizbeach posel mevushal. Also, you can understand, or was understood, that we talked about one makes yain mevushal for yain nesach. So the Rosh says la'artiach, and Moshe Feinstein says la'articha means here has to be mean yain mevushal because he's medamet the Shabbos. Where's the safe zone? Already agrees mevushal yatzoledes. So it doesn't mean reticha, but it means the beginning of the reticha. Like you see, if you have 2 things you've ordered higher. If you have something that's cooked totally and is boiled, and it went down the heat until yatzoledes is supposed to called boil. You see, yatzoledes is still called boil. Or if you have knives that need agolo b'kli rishon, and kli rishon is even if you have something was on the fire boiled and it went down up to the temperature of yatzoledes, is still called boil. That you can do agolo on sakinim of kli rishon. So you see 2 places where the word boil still can expand to yatzoledes boil. And also we have to say also when the Rosh says yatzoledes boil, boil means yatzoledes boil. And now he adds more. Includes that. Vegam, and also. Vegam mashma de lemizbeach. We talked about yain mevushal. Now, what's the level of bishul? He says also for the altar, because the factor when we have Stam Yenom, a warrior of Yain Nesech, according to the Rambam, is what is being brought to the Mizbeach. And if to the Mizbeach of Beis Hamikdash, it's possible. Also, there's no Gzer of Yain Nesech, of Stam Yenom. This is according to the Rambam. The Rosh is not clear who he holds from. He brought a couple of Svaras. We proved that the whole goes or like the Ran or the Ramban. That was last week. But now he adds like this. The Gam Masha to the Mizbeach, reference to the altar of the Jewish people, of the Beis Hamikdash, Posel Mevushol. It's mashma that Mevushol is Posel. K'ramenasechet Mevushol. The Pochois Miatzoledes, the Mevushol for the Mizbeach is even less than Yatzoledes. She'oil Abishul, when the cooking benefits lematek, to sweeten. Yeah, to make it matok. Lematek means to sweeten, make it sweet. So even less than Yatzoledes, boy, he says, it helps, the cooking starts helping to sweeten the grape juice, the wine. And therefore, the level of cooking for the Mizbeach, it's even less than Yatzoledes. The Goinim said that what makes mevushal is what? Reticha. And reticha, according to Moshe Feinstein, means boiling. Yatzoledes boiling. But the Rambam, all the Rishonim, or Stam in general, the definition of cooking for the Mizbeach. We know the Mishnah says in Menochois, Yain mevushal cannot be brought as Yain Nesech to the Mizbeach. Yain cannot come to the Mizbeach. Which Yain? Yain mevushal. Yain which has a bad smell, Yain ma'ushan, that is smoked wine, cooked wine. Oh, there's a list of things that Mishnah says that Yain is possible in Mizbeach. So what is the definition of Yain mevushal that is possible in Mizbeach? Comes the Moshe Feinstein, he says, the pochos miatzoledes, less than Yatzoledes, Kesheoil, when it benefits, it helps Abishul Lematek, the cooking, to sweeten it, then it's already not Roile Mizbeach. Ayin Berashi, Menochos Peivov, look in Rashi, Menochos page 86, Sha'abishul Lematek, that the cooking, the goal of the cooking is to sweeten. Where do we see it? I looked in Menochos Peivov, doesn't say anything about it. Nowhere in Menachos Peivov, it does say, not in there's the list, Yain Meushon, Yain Mevushol, and Yain Mevushol, Rashi doesn't say anything about it. But Adarabbi says they take the grapes were sweetened by the sun. The heat of the sun sweetened the grapes. It doesn't say that when I cook the wine, the goal of the wine is to sweeten it. Yeah, it is. Shabish. The goal of the wine or the goal of the cooking is to sweeten, because it says when the grapes are being cooked by the sun, it becomes sweet. So from there I can learn that the bishul, the goal of bishul is to sweeten. But he's saying a big chiddush that the level of heat, the measurement of heat that I need to be mevushal for mizbeach, since the goal of the cooking is to sweeten, so I would get to the level of sweeten much earlier than even a Yatzoledes. Not only I don't need reticha, not only I don't need Yatzoledes, boy, it's less. Already the goal of the cooking is to sweeten and starts to become sweetened much more. Where do you get it from? I don't know. Because the Rashi Nevomis only says that the grapes that are being heated by the sun, it becomes sweet. Yes, what do you want to say, Rebuve? Yeah, but where does he see this goal? I don't know. Yes, what do you want to say, Rebuve? Correct. It's what? Correct. The Rosh that made a dimion between Shabbos, Ohio, dimion between Shabbos and Stam Yenom. So he's talking about the level of Reticha, Yatzoledes, etc. But those who, that's just going to bring right a second. Shaloch, just a Rambam, therefore, but the Rambam that holds. Gam Yanesech, Ovin also Yanesech, the level of Bishul. Lo Yosera Bebishul Pochois. Rambam holds that Yanesech, the goal of Yanesech, what makes Bishul? The level of Bishul from Mizbeach. So according to the Rambam, Gam Yanesech Lo Yoser will not be prohibited at Bebishul Apochois, even that is much. Yanesech will not take an effect, even if the wine is cooked much less than Yatzoledes. What's the raya? The Soive Perk Yudale Minchos Macholas Asuros Alochotes. The Rambam holds the reason Shiyain Mevushol Lo Nesa B'Maga Akum. Why Yain Mevushol is not being prohibited when the goy touches it? Mishum Shaloi Gozu El Al Yain Sheroi La'akim Mizbeach. They didn't make a gzera only on wine that you can bring on the altar, and Yain Mevushol cannot be brought to the altar. According to the Rosh, because it's not common, it's not part of the gzera. According to the Rambam, it's not Roy Nisuch. He says Ralon Nisuch, even less than Yatzoledes. Oh, and this is the punchline. Lochein, yes, Lochein Utzach HaRosh. That's why the Rosh was required to knock out the Rambam, lechadesh, more than Mizbeach, the Davka leachmir, the Davka bebishul, beshiur bishul, only of the measurement of cooking, the beshabes lo nesa. Which level, which measurement of cooking, level of the beshabes. The Davka B'Shul Bishul the B'Shabbos. Yadre Loinesa means less than that is not also. Once you have Bishul of Shabbos, it's not Loinesa anymore for Yaines. What? Don't know, but he brought a Raiva to Goinim, and Ravai Goin testified that Shagoinim Arishoinim, the earlier Goinim, that's what he said. So we have a Goinim, Kabbalah Sagoinim. They were Mekabel from directly from the Bala Gemara. That Yain Mevushal, the level of Yain Mevushal, is what? Yatzoledes bo. Okay, so where does he get it from? What does he get that cooking for Mizbeach is much less? He says, he's a svor, he makes an analogy. Since Rashi Yavom and Menocha says that the goal of the cooking and wine is to sweeten it. So Mimele makes a svara that to cook in order to sweeten the wine, it's even earlier than Yatzoledes. I don't know. He made it up. In my mind, it's a made-up thing. I looked in Menoches. I didn't find anything what he said. The only thing is Rashi says in Menoches that when Shemesh, yeah. So maybe say the heat of Shemesh, if the sun heats the grapes and makes them sweeten, if the heat of the sun makes it sweeten, must be that if I want to cook the wine, I need much less Yatzoledes. I don't see really a muchot on that because the sun has a direct rays of the sun, has vitamin and minerals, of 50 other 1,000 reasons why the sun will sweeten.
They make a dessert wine that's so sweet.
Right.
And you can taste it. When you boil it, you taste it also when you boil it. And it's sweet. It's okay.
What?
Boil the grapes. You taste it. Sweet.
Right. If you, according to Moshe Weinstein, according to the Rambam, when it's already cooked to the level of sweeten, which is much less Yatzoledes, already if go touches nose on yes. Where do you get it from? Maybe pretty experiments, I don't know.
You can't possibly halacha on the basis of a Mishnah, only on a Gemara. So that Rashi is going on a Mishnah, not a Gemara. You can't qualify.
No, but it's bringing nothing from Rashi. It just only brings that the goal of cooking is to sweeten. But his decision, it's a Mishnah.
You don't follow Mr. Halacha. You don't follow Mr. Halacha. It said clearly only Gemara, not Mishnah. So you can't bring a raya from a Mishnah or Rashi that's Halacha because you don't follow Mr. Halacha.
Yes, if there is a Gemara about it.
No, Rebbe never said that.
I'm telling you now that. I'm telling you that. When you have a Mishnah and you have a Gemara that explains, and Rashi and the Mishnah says something that you don't pass it from the Rashi because maybe he's explaining the Havamina, maybe later on the Gemara changes it. But this part of the Mishnah, there's no Gemara about it.
That's a Masorah, that's a score.
I checked it inside.
Well, that's a matter of that. The question is, there's a Masorah.
Yes. I saw it written down in other places. Yes, clearly. Yes, they quote it clearly. Maybe Toshes Yontov I saw, Rashash, a couple of people I saw written down. Yes, they do say what the Rebbe said, that when you have Rashi in the Mishnah, and Yeshua says it in other places, that when you have Rashi in the Mishnah, you have a Gemara, but you cannot follow Rashi in the Mishnah because could be selling in a Havamina and Kodemas changes. But when you don't have a Gemara about it, not that you have a Gemara that you don't know what the Gemara is saying, maybe you'll learn better, you know what the Gemara is saying. There's no Gemara at all about it, so then Rashi in the Mishnah explains you what he explains. Now, no. Yes, the Rosh Hashanah, yes. The Rosh Hashanah. But the Aloch is like the Rosh. We make it, that's a Shulchan Aruch, Gabe, yes. Veloche mistaber. What's your question? What? No, Chumrah is that when a goy stops hurting us, touching the wine, it's just a higher level of Yatzoledes and not less. No, Shabbos. Chumrah means on Yain Nesech. When I prevent the Yain Nesech, when I'm lenient to prevent Yain Nesech, according to the Rosh, much higher level of Yatzoledes. According to the Rambam, is lower level, sweetened is much earlier. I don't know where he got it from, but that's what he says. Therefore, the Rosh is the Chumrah that he says, according to the Moshe Feinstein, that when is the cutting point, the measurement of what's considered cooked wine that when a goy touches is mutar, it's much later. You have to wait more, you have to eat it more. It's called the Chumrah. Whatever it is, he says, Yatzoledes boy, no Yatzoledes boy. He checked Yatzoledes boy by what? Wow. Wine? No, you talk about cooking. Reticha. He says reticha means Yatzoledes. Yatzoledes much lower, 45 degrees. Between 42 to 45 degrees. Much earlier. That's how we'll bring it to the shear and the fire. Then we have a gassy. I don't know. We have an electric fire. We have an electric heater here. They drank it on the way. By the way, what you said to the Moshe, I saw some people write that the power of the honey makes it stronger.
What, wine strong?
Yes, the strength of the wine stronger. And you feel it. When you drink sweet wine, your head starts spinning.
But the alcohol brings the alcohol to your blood faster.
Faster. So it's much stronger, yes. Me too, yes.
That's why they do vodka with extra.
What?
Sugar.
Yes.
The goy take a watermelon and they put long thin holes in it, with a sharp knife. They pull the little squares out, long thin squares, and they pour the vodka into the watermelon.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Not only goy.
And they cut up the watermelon and they ate it. I went to the park when I was getting divorced, and there were Polish people there. And the guy had no shoes on, he was in the fireplace with his feet. Old ashes, moving his feet around, and all the family was around, and they did that to watermelon. They invited me over, and I ate some of the watermelon. They were drinking.
But you get drunk.
They got really drunk, yeah, on a watermelon like that. They poured the whole bottle of vodka into a regular watermelon.
The whole thing.
But sugar helps the vodka.
And then it makes it even stronger. And then you eat the watermelon. That's a good way. Velochen, therefore. What about wine? If you put wine in it with a story, it won't work.
What up for him?
Not for her.
Wine.
Velochen mistaber. The Moshe Feinstein concludes. Therefore, it makes sense. Lanios daiti, to my poor knowledge. Machma, since she starich ledinya inesech, bishul ayoysim atzoledes. Since it's not possible that you need to for the law of Yainesech, a cooking in order to destroy Yainesech. You don't need cooking a yoiser more than Yatzoledes. Because Reticha means Yatzoledes. I don't need more than that by Shabbos, also by Yainesech. Shashiu, she did my midosoyer the Reticha, the measurement of that will be reduced from his measurement through boiling. Shekosav Ashach besim kufchov gimel, sivkon lvov, upochois michom Yatzoledes is even less than the heat of Yatzoledes. Them gamkin mismaik tzatza also reduces a little bit. Or another option, shuyat soledes void simon. It really means the heat of Yatzoledes, but there's another sign. Here, Moshe Feinstein jumps to another very big Kiddush. Once he said that the word reticha means Yatzoledes, that's what the Rosh and the two mean, that's what Shchonoch means. So also when the Shach says that when you have reticha, the measurement starts to reduce, he says two options, Pshat Neshach. Or the measurement starts reducing when it's Yatzoledes. It's another way to define Yatzoledes. I don't know Yatzoledes. I have to bring a baby to put on his stomach if he's burned, on one option. Or if I see starts reducing, that's another Siman. Or that's two options he's saying. Or the first option, that the Shach wants to be lenient, that starting to reduce the measurement is even before the heat of Yatzoledes, even before 45 degrees. It's a very big Kiddush. I'll bring wine today, Bli Neder. You checked it? Let's see. Today we're going to check it. They say in Hebrew, Nechze Sefer Venire. Let's bring the book and check and look inside. And Rebbe used to say, Nechze Sefer Venire. Let's see the book and then let's see. Nechze, let's see. We can say that. If we'll find, I didn't know there was a difference. No, if I find whatever the solutions, whatever the measurements of the wine will come out, according to this, we're gonna have to done what if there's a difference, like a Moshe Feinstein, or if not like him, we have to say maybe it's different wine he had. I don't know. But first, let's see what's the reality. After that, you will talk. I don't want to be a stupid guy speaking before the reality.
Whatever the reality comes out, doesn't make a difference.
Sure.
No, because then you say it's 4, because now it is must be then also.
No, I wanted to know, but he says, Rabbi Moshe Feinstein says, that the Shach, which is about 300 years ago, the reality of his today, the halacha, when the Shach says la halacha, that the wine starts reducing his volume, it's early the unsolid. That we can prove in our wine. He's not talking about the time of the Gemara. He's talking about his time. Maybe the wine in America is the wine in Israel. Maybe the wine, it could be many things, but Mistome not. All right? Yes. No, psaka locho.
It's different, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. We don't care. I want to know what he says. If you look in Iran, Right, that's a raya for the Moshe Feinstein. No, we'll put it up. I bring the electric machine, bring wine, bring a small pot, put it in. You make sure you get a battery by 11:30. A battery, and we'll check it out. Doesn't matter. Heat is heat. What?
You put ice in water and it's gotta read 32 degrees Fahrenheit, 0 degrees centigrade. And when the water boils, it's gotta read 100 degrees centigrade and 212 degrees Fahrenheit.
Even less than that, so that is the two.
The ice water,
Wow.
and I used to have to calibrate that.
Yeah.
They have a little thing that you go to, ice water and to boiling. Then it's linear in between there. Then it keeps, then it's calibrated.
Machine?
Otherwise, you can read whatever it wants with a new battery, with an old battery. It can be different, you know, with new battery, as the battery gets older, as the battery is new, you have to calibrate it. Frozen with
Ice.
water is 0 and 32 degrees centigrade Fahrenheit and 100 and 212 for boiling.
Okay, so we'll bring in ice here. I'll bring in ice. We'll start with an ice. Then we'll go to the boiling wine. Okay, believe that we'll do that.
Very good, actually. Very good. No.
Listen, you have to follow what the rabbi say. There's the experience. Yes, you have to be exact. The only thing is what Rabbi Gavriel said bothers me. That maybe when the Gemara says that yain mazug is not hoyle mizbeach. The question is, does yain mazug, when we say that the measurements, there's two things. We want to know that when the wine starts to be sweetened, before Yatzol Linesbo, that's question number one. We have two questions on the table. Number one is, does it get sweetened before Yatzol Linesbo? Question number one. Question number two, that it starts reducing his measurement before Yatzol Linesbo. If we don't see any steam, only way after Yatzol Linesbo even, so you know definitely what he said is wrong. I also don't know. We're going to find out today. I hope the machine works. What? Again? We're going to talk about pasteurized today too. Pasteurized something else, like Yoshua told us. Pasteurized is heat plus pressure. And according to what they wrote, the Yashiv and the other guy says, pasteurized has the heat of whey because of the heat and the pressure. You have steam and everything comes out. Just the reason why it's not reducing because it's a closed tube, it goes back in. But really, as far as the heat, that you have heat plus pressure together, the heat and the steam that comes out, so really in theory should be reduced in this measurement, and there's enough heat, then definitely is considered reticha. The only thing is, the taste has never changed. Because there's a closed tube and it goes back in, there's no change of taste.
Calibrated tube, long thin tube that has very fine marks on it. You pour the liquid in the tube before you put it in the Pyrex dish, and then after it reaches the temperature, you have a quality temperature thermometer, you know, one that is guaranteed, you know, has specifications, you know, like laboratory. And then you pour it back in a long, thin calibrated tube. When it gets to that temperature, you see if it's like.
But that we don't have. We have.
See the amount of that operation.
No, but as soon as steam goes up, that means it's
I
evaporating.
don't know if you're gonna be able to see that, and that's gonna guarantee that that's, even if you think you do, I don't know if that'll guarantee that it's water.
Just a second.
Again, you don't know if.
That's
It has to.
Has to, because once it evaporates, it means that Doesn't have to be full. Starts. Oh, but when does it start? That's what I'm saying. Since I don't see Yatzoledes, so it means I know that there's no evaporation. There's no reducing in measurement. That's why I don't understand what Moshe Feinstein says. I don't know the reality. I don't know the reality. I can't make any statement here, right or wrong yet. I only can send Svor, I think is wrong, but I don't know. I don't know the reality. There is. Oh, we'll see. Don't know. We'll do the experience, the experimenting. וכן משמע מהר"ן. Yes. Okay. Doesn't matter. We don't know. We don't know that. We want to see what does it mean reality in Fahrenheit and not in Fahrenheit in Celsius. Okay. Okay. Oh, I don't know. וכן, our time is limited. We have 2-3 minutes. וכן משהו מהר"ן שם, the כוסף, על זה הראי. הראי בשם הראי גוין כוסף. He said, I will prove you, he wants to prove that the measurement reduces when it's Yatzoledes or before. What's his proof? Because Rabbi Goin says, once you boil it, it becomes cooked. Ramban wrote, the wine needs to reduce his measurement, his volume. It becomes cooked. He says possible. He means both of them are the same. Through the boiling, it becomes reduced. Apparently, when it's totally boiled, you see, everybody sees. When it boils, everybody sees it starts evaporating and it's becoming reduced. The value. Why you can say it's possible? It's a metzias. It's possible that when you boil, it starts reducing. That's vaday. You cannot explain. The intention of the Ran is to say. Don't say don't say they start reducing before the boiling. Or he argues on the Raiv b'shem Rabbi Goyen. And the Davka the Reticha mismayit. The Rosh wants to say no. Don't say before. It's only through boiling it starts reducing. But look, not before. But he doesn't argue. He says possible or it's before. Oh no, he's saying don't say it's before. It's in the same time of Yatzoledes boy, just another way to recognize the bishul, or Yatzoledes, or reducing. He said, I'm not possible. If that's true, be hard. Do I need a sign for boiling mamash? I can see it by the eye. And the reducing through the boiling, not being seen with the eye. What do I see more? The reducing of the volume or the boiling? Yes. So the reticha, the boiling needs a sign from volume. Adarabah, volume needs a sign of reticha. So why the Shach gives me a sign of reducing volume when the Shulchan Aruch gave me the best things that I can see, which is boiling. Do I need any proof that real boiling is cooking? That he has to bring from a proof that I don't cook wine of truma because I reduce the volume. And he does it. Also the Ravid that says the keman shirtiach, since he boils it, nicer mevushal, the mashma, the lo amrinu tzrichot yois, the mashma I don't need anymore. V'oleika, it's not true. V'oleiko af mokem listape klal. There isn't even any space to doubt at all. That the boiling will not be bishu. Why does it tell me? Oh, that since I boil it, it's become a vusho. Means I don't need more. What I don't need more? There's no avamina that boiling is not enough. Shaila is yatzoledes or less. Or he has to tell me, okay. All the Tanoim Amorim say by Shabbos cooking is yatzoledes. So boiling is no avamina that is not enough. So all you have to tell me is there, I don't need more. Must be that boiling means Yatzoledes. Here is I don't need more. The Avele Lichter should have written that Davke Kshirtiach, specifically when I boil it, nice and mevushal becomes cooked. Shaoya Chidush Dolo Koinich is not before. And Avada must be for short, so you need to say that the boiling is only a measurement of Yatzoledes, and economic hotel is also called boiling. Ashwinan Tarta, we tell you two chidushi. The lava bishul pochois. I don't say it's less than that cooking, less than Yatzoledes. Midenoki chirtiach, number one. V'gam, and also l'retiche mamish. I don't need real boiling. Midenoki loshen in the cave, and since you wrote the word since, so I don't need really boiling. It's even Yatzoledes. Even though there is cooking more important, sogi betchila sadich is enough. The beginning of boiling, shuyatzoledes, that the hand jumps back. Since people can't see if it's yatzoledes, boiling you can see the bubble, but yatzoledes you cannot see so much. And everybody's professional in that. No katsimon, he held a sign. Then he smiled me also that the measurement, the volume starts coming down. And not only that, but if Sholoim, it's possible to say, Shugam bepochas me'atzol is even less than the Yatzoledes. Shal de Yeticha Davkum Ismail, only through boiling Yatzoledes that's reducing. Vuretir Yatzoledes, as that's why I had to bring a proof. V'gam nicha mashil semen, that's he brought another proof of reality of reducing, which is only from Yatzoledes. Aval, but if possible, the Gam bepochas Ismail, even less than Yatzoledes that's reducing. The Avel Rabban Mevushol, according to Rabban, is considered cooking. Here in the Nesra Beposh, even less Yatzol is considered cooking. V'ashach shekosav shiur the mismayet, when the shach says the measurement of the volume goes down, two options. Or shegav Beposh, or because it's even less, wants to be lenient even less. Or shu siman le'yatzoledes, or he gave a better sign of Yatzoledes. Yatzoledes, everybody knows they can't bring a baby into his stomach. Something easier to see that the measurement, the volume starts coming down. No, be also. Be Suffolk or be Suffolk going to the Moshe Feinstein. Some of the guys, no, some of the all these Rabbanon. Some of the Rabbanon. Because maybe the halach is like the shach. And maybe pshat miut midoso measure that the volume goes down is even before Yatzoledes. So that maybe that wine is permitted. Maybe not. Maybe it's the same level of heat, just an easier sign to see, which is Yatzoledes. So according to Moshe Feinstein, Yatzoledes is Vadai cooking, there's no yain nesach anymore. But a little bit before that, maybe the volume reduces. He has a suffix. Not that clear what shot. Some people, that's what the Shevet HaLevi says. He says, by a Jew, there's Mechal Shabbos, we make it even less than Yatzoledes. But by a Goy, we only make by a Goy, we only make from Yatzoledes. And he says, why? Since anyhow going today, and Amenasech, there's a Shita Sarashi, Rashbam is Amenasech, and some opinion holds Amenasech not even Isu Shtia. Even though there's not, we machmir for only for Shtia, we lenient only b'mokum efsed b'mokum efsed. We lenient ano, but Shtia we machmir, but there is a Shita even Shtia there's no terei. Plus, we don't know, not clear what is the level of Yeticha. Means what? Yatzoledes, or mean even before, because there's Midos like Moshe Feinstein. So Mechal Shabbos we make them. By a real goy we need Yatzoledes. This is Shevet HaLevi. What? He's making even more than a Moshe. This is the most lenient opinion. But most poskim, which is Arav Eliyashi, which is we're going to see today, they all argue. There's no change of the taste and the ticha. And you need much more. They bring a lot of Rishonim, although the Rosh maybe the Moshe Feinstein is right in the Rosh. But many other Rishonim, which is all printed in the papers I gave out, we see some glints of them. They all say they need to be cooked well, and you have to cook it very well until it reduces a third or becomes or the wine becomes thick and sticky. It's much, what?
Said possibilities and spore because of Messias, and that's not a half-heart riot. That's only a possibility.
Who, Moshe Feinstein?
Yeah.
Yes, I know. So Moshe Feinstein has one opinion, and you have Moshe Feinstein and Rav Osler on one side, and you have Rabbi Yoshi, Rabbi Shlomo Zalman Auerbach, and Minchasi, and whatever, some Weiss, whatever. But it's machlokes hapoiskim. How do you learn this? We're going to learn more about it today. Today, my goal is, B'ezrat Hashem, to show a whole different option to read the Rosh. Yes, I think it's a much better option. I'll prove my option. It's option here, Rabbi. It's an option, but I'll prove my option. And I'll prove it, and I'll show what it means. And I show clearly that you show that's what it means. I have clearly the languages. That's what it means in the Rosh. And therefore, the whole Moshe Feinstein falls off. We cannot be lenient on Stam Yeinam only when it's boiled, not less. Boiled, yes. Mamish boiled, yes. I'll prove it today. B'ezrat Hashem in the Shir. I will try. If we will, I'm going to go now to my house. I want to look for two things. I'll look, number one, for ice. What? You have ice here? Okay. So we start with ice, and I'll look for a bottle of wine, not cooked wine. Not mefustan, not pasteurized, not cooked. Yeah, I need Rabbi Sackman's wine, because most of the wines, they pasteurize. As defined, really, or Rabbi Sackman, all the wines that they don't pasteurize, not cooked. When they measure it, I have to bring, I think there is a heat, there's a heat platter there. I have to bring a small, how are we going to cook it? We have to bring a small little pot. I don't have a small little pot. We need a pot? No, but we need a pot. No, small pot, no. I have 17 kids, Rabbi.
Some things you make small things.
The small things by 17 kids. The small, yeah, but I don't have, I know, maybe I have a pan, maybe. A pan, maybe I have a pan. Maybe a pan. A pan, maybe we have here too. We have here, can we use eggs pan? You know, a machvat, a pan. There's an egg pan, right? Saucepan. Oh, fill it up.
And so the yain in the store, the mevusha, that
Yes.
no mevusha, yain no mevusha. It's good for test or not for testing.
Yain lo mevushal. That's why my Gabriel says maybe it's not a way to test it because it's mixed with water, and some people mix more water, less water. So how do you know?
That's what they're talking about. Wine.
So the answer is I'm talking about normal wine from the store. That's the wine we're speaking about. Now that's a Moshe Feinstein, not the end of the Gemara. Moshe Feinstein, his theory and his wine and our way wants to make it today by us. By us, not by them. We take normal wine from the store. We check it. What? No. All the badatzim don't follow Moshe Feinstein. Mefustar, but they don't say it's cooked. No. Some say bishul, some say mefustar. It's more than bishul. It's more than bishul, yes.
But it doesn't matter whether it's
You have to ask, you know what? Let's check that. I don't know. Why I should say a statement, what's my understanding? Let's check it. Bring Rabbi Google and ask it. It will probably tell you what the Badat says in the Bushel. I have to say.
now, if you buy a
When I want to be proven wrong. Let's check it. All this we do today. Please, let's go. Yes.
So who is going to put just
Right. No, but what we gain is people do rely. You don't need to get this. People do rely on Moshe Feinstein. It's like very funny. All restaurants follow Moshe Feinstein because they have workers, Arab workers. But all factories that produce wine, none of them rely on Moshe Feinstein. Because the one Mahadrin So Ma'adri means that even if the head of the company is not Mechal Shabbos, they don't allow him, if he touches the wine, to throw all the wine. So the companies are machmir. The one the lechatchila, when it comes out of the gates of the factory, one lechatchila. But in restaurants, people do make it. First, that's this is the reality. Okay, business who knows. עיר בתלמיד שנאמר, אני לא יכול בעצם מה צדקו תרוב ידי, סכדי ויסקדי שמי רבו, כל מוד יברוך ירוסי, וימליך הרוסי, חי יכון ויום יכון וכן